Alright guys, Dragon Ball Super episode 80 spoilers coming in hot. But first, we actually got some more information about next week's episode. The showdown between Majin Buu and Universe 9's Basil in the first round of the Omni-Present Match has begun. Basil's kick techniques connect one after the other, and Universe 9's Kaioshin is certain of victory, but Buu hasn't taken any damage, which is probably why we saw the Kaioshin row smiling in the preview for the next video. Okay, let's get into episode 80. February 26th, Awaken the Dormant Fighting Spirit, Son Gohan's battle. The second round of the Omni-Present Match, facing off against Universe 9's Lavenda, Gohan is sprayed in the face with poison mist and loses his eyesight. Unable to even sense his opponent's ki, Gohan is one-sidedly beaten around, but... So that's all the spoilers that we got for episode 80, but it does give us some insight as to how that fight could potentially go down. Now first, let's look at the title, Awaken the Fighting Spirit. That's Gohan in a nutshell. Gohan has lost all sense of his fighting spirit, and as I was saying in my previous videos, this battle, putting his entire universe and his family especially on the line, is what's going to regain his fighting spirit, as he's going to come to the conclusion that he needs to train, otherwise his family can be erased, and he doesn't want to lose little Panchan. So listen to this. He gets sprayed in the face with poison mist and loses his eyesight. Now, if we go back to the information spoilers that Toei Animation actually gave us, they told us it was Bergamo which is the one that can freely manipulate poison mist. So I'm wondering if, since Basil loses, Bergamo and Lavenda are kind of nervous, and since Bergamo can freely manipulate poison, before the fight even begins, he somehow manipulates some poison to go into Gohan's eyes. Finally, it says, unable to sense his opponent's ki, Gohan is one-sidedly beaten around, but... So I'm wondering why Gohan can't even sense ki anymore. Is he that out of tune with his fighting that he can't even sense ki? Or do the wolves have some kind of unique ki hiding ability? However, it has that but at the end, and the title is Awakening the Dormant Power. So I have a feeling by the end of episode 80, we're going to see Gohan re-unleash some of his powers that he's been missing for so long. So as we know, Goku is going to fight Bergamo, and Buu is probably going to win. With all the information we've gathered at this point, it's pretty clear Buu is going to be the victor, meaning that Gohan is going to lose. And even if he reawakens his dormant fighting spirit and reawakens his angry power, his rage power, he's still going to lose somehow. So that's going to put it on the line with Goku to basically put the fate of the universe on his shoulders, which is very fitting considering it was his idea in the first place. And I know a lot of you guys are going to be really upset seeing Gohan just get absolutely beaten around in episode 80. He may have a slight comeback, but he has to lose, I believe. So don't get too worried because he's getting beaten around and he looks weak. I mean, for one, he's blind. For two, he's out of tune with his fighting spirit. And three, he's gonna regain his mystic form after this tournament, going into the actual multiverse tournament. So I wouldn't be too worried about Gohan getting smacked around in this episode, because he is gonna return, as we've seen, and I don't think they're gonna do him dirty again. I think once he returns full power, he's really gonna stomp some people in the full Tournament of Power, the actual multiverse tournament, which that's what I want to see. I think we can all kind of guess, we all kind of knew that Gohan was going to get stomped here because he is just so weak at this point. He's just so out of tune with his Saiyan strength, with his fighting spirit, with everything. I've made a lot of videos on this before. However, he is going to make a triumphant return, but until that point, we have to watch him pitifully get stomped on in this preliminary tournament. Thanks for joining Mastar Media today, guys. Leave your comments below, and I'll see you soon with some more videos. Peace.